Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome here to Crystal Falls, where it's the opening night of the 2025 high school football season. Dan Hardbrook, glad to have you along with M123 FM and the E.U.P Sports Network, getting you ready for tonight's matchup as the Newberry Indians hit the road for a long trip to take on the defending state champion, Crystal Falls Forest Park Trojans. A picture-perfect night here in Crystal Falls for the start of that high school season, and we will bring you all the action here in this one. It is the Newberry Motors pregame show just down the road from High Prices. When we come back, your keys to the game, players to watch, and more as we get ready for the high school football season with M123 FM and the E.U.P Sports Network.
Have you been inside the Gibson Family Health Clinic this summer?
Right from the front door as you enter, it's a big expanded entrance, easy to find registration. Many seats in our waiting area, but you'll see a nice fireplace there, a beverage station, and really quickly taken back into one of our 18 exam rooms to be seen by primary care provider.
That's Helen Newberry Joy CEO Helen Johnson, who says the updates streamline the healthcare process.
You're going to get great care close to home, in and out, ease of access, park closer to the door than you have been previously. You're going to be able to navigate the space really easily, more intuitive, I guess, and you just kind of naturally flow through the space.
And that's just the beginning of the updates and renovations.
We will continue to be making multi-million-dollar investments in that facility so that this hospital and the healthcare we're providing is sustainable into the future.
Helen Newberry Joy Hospital and Healthcare Center.
We're just really doing a lot of nice upgrades in there to make sure we're providing the latest and greatest to our community.
Your health, our passion.
Back here in Crystal Falls, we are at the Dick Metlack Field, home of the defending 8-player Division II state champion Trojans. Currently, they are celebrating their fall sports parents and athletes with their Meet the Trojans night. Indians down here to our right, Road Whites with the orange and numbers and the black pants, 2-7 a year ago. They won their final 2 contests to get some momentum heading into the offseason. Now in year 2 under Coach Zach Clichter, a new philosophy, a renewed focus. They've turned the page on last year. They put it behind them, and they have come in focused and ready to execute on what they say are the little coachable things. They know that they didn't play up to their standards last year. They know they have a tough test here tonight. But unlike last summer, where the Indians spent day in and day out obsessing over being ready for the Trojans in a game where Crystal Falls cruised last year, this year Newberry's focused on themselves and getting their house in order, making sure their pieces are in place and that they can execute their game plan. They're open to come out and control this contest, pull off the big upset on the road. The high school football season should be a fun one here in this one. Newberry Motors going to bring you the pregame show all season long. Newberry Motors just down the road from High Prices. If it doesn't say Newberry Motors on the back, you probably paid too much up front. Big thank you to Kevin Bonetta and the crew for sponsoring our pregame shows. And as part of that, we bring you your keys to the game for tonight. The Indians, if they're going to have success, have to be able to compete some way, somehow up front against an always strong, always fundamentally sound Trojans team. Last year, they dominated the line of scrimmage, and that led to Newberry's downfall. This year, with a couple of sophomores playing big roles on the Indians' offensive line, those kids have to step up. Ethan Pavey, gone, playing collegiately at St. Norbert's. Jude Taylor was a multi-year varsity starter. He's also graduated. So an all-new offensive line as Craig Whalen kicks inside to start at center tonight. The Indians will have to be strong up front in that set. Coach Zach Clichter has brought in a couple of tight ends and a blocking scheme, try to help those guys up out front. The Indians can still spread you out. They can still go ground to pound with that zone running attack. But it all starts and ends up front. And then defensively, they've got to get pressure. They've got to control the line of scrimmage there and help out the back end. That might be the weak part of the secondary for the Indians. So they can get pressure and take some of the heat off of those guys in that passing game. That'll be a big boost for the Indians. ready to step aside here as we get ready for tonight's national anthem. We step aside on the pregame show. We'll be closer to kickoff when we come back. It's M123 FM and the E.U.P Sports Network.
Attention veterans and their families. The Luce County Veterans Services Office is here to support you with a wide range of services. We assist with VA healthcare eligibility, compensation claims, counseling services, benefit coverage, state and county emergency relief funds, and more. Contact your Luce County Veterans Services Officer, Rick Menard, at 906-293-4890. The Luce County Veterans Services Office, proudly supporting our community's veterans.
And spectators. At this time, we ask that you please rise. The privilege of this game was made possible by both
Louisiana Pacific Corporation in Newberry is proud to support the communities we call home and the athletes who inspire us. As Michigan's only manufacturer of LP SmartSide siding and trim, we know the value of teamwork, dedication, and doing the job right. From the first whistle to the final buzzer, we're cheering for every local team, on the field, in the gym, and on the court. Louisiana Pacific Corporation in Newberry, now wishing all our area athletes the very best this season.
High-speed fiber internet is here. Say hello to Highline Internet. With lightning-fast speeds and reliable service, Highline keeps you connected to what matters most, whether it's streaming TV, gaming, or working from home. No contracts or hidden fees here. Our blazing fast internet gives you the ultimate experience with no more buffering or lag. Plus, our friendly local support team is always here to help. Upgrade your internet today with Highline Internet and experience the difference. Visit highlinefast.com to get started.
When it's time to head to the great outdoors, the Fish and Hunt Shop in Curtis has you covered. As your award-winning Ski-Doo, Sea-Doo, and Can-Am dealer, they're your one-stop shop from the water to the snow trails. Whether it's sales, service, rentals, or accessories, they've got everything you need to make your next trip unforgettable. Visit Fish and Hunt Shop on Main Street in Curtis or online at fishandhuntshop.com. The Fish and Hunt Shop, where your next great adventure begins.
All right, ready to go here on this one. The Forest Park Marching Band getting us set for this contest. Want to go ahead at this time and thank our sponsors for coverage this season on M123 FM. The E.U.P Sports Network includes the Newberry Motors, Helen Newberry Joy Hospital and Healthcare Center, Louisiana Pacific Corporation. Also have Black Bear Eye Care and Dr. Derek Jake. He's helping the Indians on the sidelines this season. The Fish and Hunt Shop in Curtis, Luce County Veteran Services Office, Highline Internet, the Newberry News, and Pickle and Soda One Stop, and Newberry Subway. Indians see them kind of in the shadows down there, huddled around Coach Zach Lichter, broadcasting from the bleachers on what turned out to be a pretty nice night here in Forest Park. So we apologize we can't get a little bit of a closer shot for you, but once the sun directly behind us, tucked behind the trees, we will be in great shape in this one. Your players to watch from Newberry Motors tonight. We start with the senior quarterback, Garrett Lewicki. The intangibles and the character are off the charts, and he has been through this before. Split some time JV and varsity as a sophomore, He was running the show last year for the Indians and had kind of an underrated season. It was a run-heavy attack. Lewicki is a dual threat, but prefers to throw the ball in the passing situations. A big stable of backs again behind him. But this is Garrett Lewicki's show now. Him and fellow senior captain Caden Kellogg are going to have to shoulder the load along with tailback Matthew Lubkert. Those guys will all have to contribute in different ways to help replace the multi-time all-UP sensation, Matthew Rahali.
So for the starting lineup,
and some of those other talented seniors who have moved on
linebacker number 2
for Forest Park. The Trojans dragging out the pregame festivities to the very last second here as they celebrate a state championship from a year ago tonight.
Levi Mackey, linebacker.
Ryan Fabry, the head coach. Trojans won the Division II 8-player state championship a year ago. No program in Michigan high school football has won more games since the program started than the Forest Park Trojans. It is a consistent model of excellence, and they are looking to continue that with another great season. They have lost a ton of talent.
Number 10.
A great senior class, decorated group of guys. Also, their projected starting quarterback, Nick Giuliani, suffered an injury in the track season, so he is not with the team for the start of the season. Zach Tukey going to be a big part of the all-UP player. Great offensively, great defensively. He's the straw that will stir the drink for these Forest Park Trojans who are getting introduced down on the far end here in this one. On the opening night of the high school football season, other teams of note, Engadine and Rapid River tonight. St. Ignace is at Brimley. Bickford hosting Superior Central, and the Cougars return to 8-player football. And our debut broadcast going on now. You can find it on the M123 FM Facebook page or My Manistee. The Emeralds, an 11-man, hosting East Jordan. And we are proud to partner with Manistee Athletics as the new broadcast home for the Emeralds. Dick Ketzik, the legendary play-by-play voice of the Emeralds, is down in Manistee tonight. Steve Stifler producing that broadcast for us as well. And we are just about ready to go. 12 minutes on the clock. Wind blowing left to right here from where we sit in the bleachers. Matthew Lubkert is going to tee it up for the Indians. He will kick into a light breeze, not enough to have an impact. Indians with 3 to the right, 4 to the left. And just about ready to go here in this one. Indians and Trojans, Newberry and Forest Park. Here we go. Lubkert, hand in the air, runs it up. Gives the short squib to the second level. Picked up, but the Indians are all over it. Mackey forced to fumble, right into the lap of the Trojans, and they bring it down to the 32. A perfectly played kickoff by the Indians. Short kick, big hop. They force a fumble, and it takes a one hop right to the Trojans, and they race down the sideline, and Forest Park will have it at the 32-yard line. 1st and 10, working left to right here. Indians up front will start in a 33 base defense. It'll be Oren DeWitt and Logan Lusk at the ends. Craig Whalen in the middle at the nose. Levi Mackey as Newberry rolls up their linebackers tight. Mackey. Lewicki. Lubkert at the linebackers with Teal and Kellogg on the back end. Drive here. Tough run. Kellogg wrap up, makes the tackle. Dax Hookie the carry. Just a simple off tackle. Forest Park doesn't do a lot, but they don't have to. They are very, very strong and very fundamentally sound at playing their game. They're just going to line up and come at you and then suck you in and try to hit the big one. Little Wildcat double wing with a shotgun straight ahead for the Trojans. They'll bounce it back. Nobody there on the backside for the Indians. And the cutback scores for the Trojans. 2 plays, 54 seconds. And the first 6 for the defending champs here at home. That was just a bounce off and score for the Trojans. They lead it 6-0 with the point after try coming up.
It didn't look like me.
And they will line up the extra point here.
And Reisner going to do the
Reisner to try the point after. All U.P. Kicker here and go. Low line drive, and it's good. Trojans go 2 plays, 32 yards, 54 seconds. And most importantly for them, they lead it by a score of 7-0. We will step aside here in Forest Park. Indians getting the ball when we got that.
Attention veterans and their families. The Luce County Veterans Services Office is here to support you with a wide range of services. We assist with VA healthcare eligibility, compensation claims, counseling services, benefit coverage, state and county emergency relief funds, and more. Contact your Luce County Veterans Services Officer, Rick Menard, at 906-293-4890. The Luce County Veterans Services Office, proudly supporting our community's veterans.
All right, Indians trying to bounce back. 4 in the front, diamond formation on the back half. Looks like Logan Teal is deep back for the Tribe. Run up, and the kick. High boot, it's a beauty. Into the end zone and through the back. What a kick and a touchback.
And the ball is going to roll out of bounds.
That is one of the best kicks you're going to see at the high school level. Indians will get it with 11:06 to play. Ball at the 20-yard line. Indians from the right to the left as we watch them here. Snap. Give here to Lubkert. Bottled up. Broke free. Lubkert had nearly 400 yards rushing in the final 2 games. Both wins for the Indians. And the Indians are going to go no huddle here. And Forest Park immediately calls a timeout.
And there's going to be a timeout on Forest Park.
Forest Park there first as they were trying to adjust to Newberry's no huddle defense. 10:42 to go in the stoppage here as we step aside. Indians second down when we come back. Back here, this one, Dan Hardbrook, glad to have you along. I'm 123 FM, the U.P. Sports Network. Do apologize to those having a little bit of trouble seeing. The sun is directly at our back here in the bleachers, and we are zoomed in about as far as we can go with our outside mobile unit. Give here, cut back, nice for Lubkert, spins off, broke another tackle, and Matthew Lubkert keeps churning. And the Indians get a first down. Ball at the 33-yard line. Indians want to go no huddle again here. Referees were taking the time spotting the ball. Jet sweep motion. Wiki hands to Lubkert. Has the corner. One man to beat. He gets drugged out of bounds. But Matthew Lubkert has the Indians into Trojan territory. And here we go again. Garrett Lewicki getting the number from Coach Klickner. And he calls it out on the wristbands, and the Indians were set up to do this. Prepared their no huddle this week in practice. Snap. Lewicki tries to pick it up and then finally has to surrender. Another tough break for the Indians. That'll put them behind the chains.
Their own 41-yard line. Going to be second and long for the Indians.
Second and long. Indians will regroup. They lost about 10 yards on that play. Back to their own 41. Little jet motion. High snap again. Lewicki dives on it. And after 3 strong plays to get into Trojans territory, the Indians have almost gone all the way back to where they started at the 20. It is third down and a country mile. They are going to need about 30 here.
Yeah.
Third and 33. Indians. And the snap. Lewicki off the back foot, throws the fade. Teal tried to adjust and couldn't make the catch. And the Indians are probably going to have to punt this away. Promising start, but a couple of missed snaps. Lewicki did a nice job corralling one before that on that jet sweep. He kind of caught it on his hip. And the Indians line it up here to punt it away.
Oh, I saw it.
Lubkert. Nobody back for the Trojans. They're coming to block. Low line drive kick. It's going to topple and roll. Nice little drive, and it is scooped up and down. Lubkert downs it at the 43-yard line. Trojans back to work. They lead it 7-0. 8:55 to go here on the first.
3-yard line.
Back here, straight ahead, same play they scored on, and the Trojans break a long one. Off to the races. Kellogg saves a touchdown.
Brought down by Caden Kellogg of the Indians.
Nice run there.
Big first down.
Just straight forward. How about this? With no Vic Giuliani,
26
the
yards.
starting quarterback for the Trojans, out with an injury. And they did not show much of this
And
look on their scrimmage film.
marker on the field, so that's going to be brought back.
And it's coming back on a penalty on the Trojans.
And reach first down.
Repeat first down. Spot foul is going to leave first and about 7 here. So the Indians catch a break there.
So it's going to be first and 7 from the 47-yard.
Ball spotted in the 47-yard line. It's a double wing. Just snap and go. Almost what you see a lot of Rudyard, Pickford run. Now a receiver split wide. Wing and a tight end to the right. Straight ahead. Bounce back on the counter. And that is a great play by the sophomore, Oren DeWitt, who broke down. He didn't over pursue.
Long side.
And he held on for Lubkert to get there as well.
Short gain on the carry.
Big second down here.
4 for the Trojans from the 49-yard line.
First second down of the game. The 2 big plays on the first drive put the Trojans on top 7-0. Indians going to creep up. Power I here. Fake it. They're going to go with the pass, and they just throw it out to the flat. Short to the near sideline. Another missed tackle. And a nice second and third effort. First down to the 35-yard line.
Phoenix picks up the first down for the Trojans. Teams are going to move forward. First and 10 from the Indians. 6-yard line.
He's just kind of pushing back.
Indians will change it up here. Lewicki will kick outside.
Straight.
Here's that double wing, direct snap and run. Ball is out. Indians have it.
Offense.
And there was a fumble on the play, and Newberry's there.
A fight inside. Newberry's going to take over here. Sometimes that second effort, which has been strong for the Trojans early on, sometimes you can grind too hard to try to go fight too much. And the Indians in the pile rip that thing out, ball on top of it. And Newberry with a little positive momentum. 7:41 to go. They'll take over 32-yard line. Promising drive. Stalled on some missed snaps in their first possession. Here's the give. Lubkert, nice cut. Bounces it back. He's fighting forward, and he gets kind of folded and piled on.
Brought down.
Tough runner, Lubkert. Feet never stop moving. Matthew Rahal, he got banged up late in the season last year, shoulder injury. Really offensively had to be used as a decoy. It was Lubkert that reaped the benefits and had his breakout moment down the stretch for the Indians. Second down and 9 for the Tribe. They're going to go wing to the right. Lewicki on a keep, just following. Lowers his shoulder, got the corner, ran another guy over along the sideline. And Garrett Lewicki has a first down, and the Indians are just shy of midfield, 47-yard line, first and 10. Nice job by Garrett Lewicki.
From their own 47-yard line.
Indians have already shown a lot of different looks, a little bit of no huddle. Now they'll go to the gun. They're going to go tight end to wing to the heavy side. Everybody to the left, and that's where they want to go with Lewicki. Nice blocks. He cuts it up, but ran into his own man. Lubkert was trying to find somebody. He got out there. His guy ran himself out of the play, and Lubkert turning around looking for somebody to block. Ended up plowing into Lewicki. Nice low. 2nd and 7. Indians just got to keep moving forward. This is going to come down to valuing possessions. Forest Park went quick score and then a turnover. Indians punted and are on the move again as they go empty here. Fourth different formation already. Jet motion. Give to Lubkert. Fakes inside. Bounces outside. Another cutback and then gets ripped forward. That's going to be a gain of 5. And Newberry's going to have a third short here coming up. Midway point of this opening quarter. What a night to open the season. Absolutely beautiful. Low 60s at kickoff.
45-yard line.
Empty again. Now they show it. Fake the jet. Quarterback counter. Lewicki to the backside gets chopped down. That's just disciplined football by the Trojans defense. Didn't bite on the fake. Broke down. Didn't let Lewicki get uphill. And it is 4th and 2 here for the Indians.
A small gain on the carry and bring up 4th and 2 for the Indians from the 43-yard line. 44.
Ready to go on a key 4th down early in this contest. Everybody is within 4 yards of the ball, and the Trojans are just going to bring it, and right up the gut, Luke Kurt's got enough for a first down. That is the first page of the Indians playbook there, inside zone. They run it and run it and run it at both the varsity and JV levels.
Looks like we have it down.
And Craig Whalen is slow to get up here. But he is rocking back and forth, and he just keeps pointing. Coach Klickner will come out to check on him. Both teams will get water. We're going to step aside. It's on 123 FM.
Have you been inside the Gibson Family Health Clinic this summer?
Right from the front door as you enter, it's a big expanded entrance, easy to find registration. Many seats in our waiting area, but you'll see a nice fireplace there, a beverage station, and really quickly taken back into one of our 18 exam rooms to be seen by primary care provider.
That's Helen Newberry Joy CEO Helen Johnson, who says the updates streamline the healthcare process.
You're going to get great care close to home, in and out, ease of access, park closer to the door than you have been previously. You're going to be able to navigate the space really easily, more intuitive, I guess, and you just kind of naturally flow through the space.
And that's just the beginning of the updates and renovations.
We will continue to be making multi-million-dollar investments in that facility so that this hospital and the healthcare we're providing is sustainable into the future.
Helen Newberry Joy Hospital and Healthcare Center.
We're just really doing a lot of nice upgrades in there to make sure we're providing the latest and greatest to our community.
Your health, our passion.
All right, we're back here in Forest Park. Craig Whalen off under his own power and walking better as he gets closer to the bench. Glad to see that he, at least for okay, is at least okay for now. Have to keep an eye on that. First and 10, the result of the play, Indians inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. And it looks like Gabe Hamilton, who missed a chunk of time this summer and early in fall practices, was a starter on the offensive line last year coming in. Here's Teal, turning the corner. The jet sweep has been there. Teal, nice cutback. And he is down, knocking on the door of the red zone for the Indians. Logan Teal with a big carry and a first down. Tribe now outgaining the Trojans here in the first quarter. Opening kickoff, Newberry sent a hopper down to the second level. Levi Mackey forced a fumble, but it bounced right off the ground and into another Trojans player who ran it down to the 30. So short fields for the Trojans, but the Indians moving again here, trying to tie up this game. There now they go jet. Oh, another missed snap. Lewicki, though, turns and fires. Has a man. Oh, incomplete. Through the hands of Kellogg. The Trojans came racing up after the missed snap. And Newberry has had excellent snap percentages on an almost exclusive shotgun offense the past few years. I think last year they only missed 6 or 7 the whole season. Missed their third of the quarter, and Lewicki almost turned it into magic. But through the hands of Kellogg, second down. Luke Kurt has a hole. Nice seam. If the Indians keep getting 4 or 5, 6 at a time up the gut and keep that corner open, the jet sweep, the quarterback counter. Lewicki's gone on plays where he's just followed his blockers to the edge. Newberry will be in good shape here. Second and 10, down to 3.5 to go here in the opening quarter. Snap here. Looks like it's going to be a quarterback keeper. Lewicki, again, just gets stretched out. Said it before, very disciplined defense for the Trojans. They're not going to over pursue or miss a lot of tackles.
They're going to bring up fourth down.
And now the Indians are looking at 4th and 7 from the 19. Big drive. Had a touchdown go through the hands Big fourth down conversion here. Indians will go with their twin set. Two receivers to the right, one to the left. Lukert next to Lewicki. Little slide motion. Fake. Roll out. Ball to the back corner. Indians caught, but out of bounds.
Just outside, out of bounds.
And it's a turnover on downs. Promising drive stalled out again. And the Indians defense will try to buckle down again. 2:13 to go. Trojans to take over.
The Trojans offense is going to take to the field 1st and 10, beginning their drive from their own 19-yard line.
Ready to play here. I formation as the Trojans come out. Snap. Give. Just a straight ahead to the left. Indians do a good job at the second level to funnel that up and bottle it up.
Bucky picked up about 4 yards on the carry. Going to bring up.
Can apologize. We are outside with the Forest Park faithful. It's Coach Smithson and I in the bleachers. Right behind the band with the cheerleaders. And because of that, we're on kind of our mobile broadcast unit tonight. Streaming to give you at least some of the video and all of the audio of tonight's contest. And we appreciate you for joining us here. DeWitt in on that stop with 20, Lukert, the younger Lukert. Third,
nearly enough yards
and a few blades of grass for the defending champs.
Going to be 3rd and inches for the Trojans.
7-0 your score. Forest Park scored in the opening minute of this contest. A perfectly executed and covered kickoff by the Indians. Forced the fumble, but the Trojans came up with it, ran it all the way down to the 32-yard line, and scored 2 plays later on a short field. But the Indians have the advantage in total yards, time of possession.
Bucky on the carry, brought down by Oren DeWitt of the Indians.
They have moved the ball well, but a few missed snaps.
Move forward. 1st and 10 Trojans.
And a drop pass in the end zone have kind of stalled the momentum. 30 seconds to go, first quarter, 7-0 Trojans. But the Indians, after some of the bad bounces and tough breaks, are still in great shape here in the first quarter. And the Trojans are going to take this thing all the way down. Nobody in any hurry. Referees are moving in to take the ball, and that is going to be the end of the first quarter. Indians and Trojans here in Forest Park. 7-0 your score. Second quarter action when we come back with M123 FM and the E.U.P Sports Network.
Have you been inside the Gibson Family Health Clinic this summer?
Right from the front door as you enter, it's a big expanded entrance, easy to find registration. Many seats in our waiting area, but you'll see a nice fireplace there, a beverage station, and really quickly taken back into one of our 18 exam rooms to be seen by primary care provider.
That's Helen Newberry Joy CEO Helen Johnson, who says the updates streamline the healthcare process.
You're going to get great care close to home, in and out, ease of access, park closer to the door than you have been previously. You're going to be able to navigate the space really easily, more intuitive, I guess, and you just kind of naturally flow through the space.
And that's just the beginning of the updates and renovations.
We will continue to be making multi-million-dollar investments in that facility so that this hospital and the healthcare we're providing is sustainable into the future.
Helen Newberry Joy Hospital and Healthcare Center.
We're just really doing a lot of nice upgrades in there to make sure we're providing the latest and greatest to our community.
Your health, our passion.
Back here in Forest Park, Dan Huggins, glad to have you along. Week 1, the high school football season. Trojans leading the Indians 7-0 at the end of one. They scored on the game's first drive, 2 plays, 32 yards. It took 54 seconds off the clock. Since then, the Indians have had 2 promising drives come close. They did force a turnover on Forest Park's last drive. And the Trojans just starting out. A new one here. Double tight, double wing, straight ahead. And they've got space. Bounce it to the outside. Nice job from behind by Lewicki. Gain of 6. Maybe 7.
The ball forward to a 2nd and 4 situation. The ball
Gain of 6, 2nd and 4 coming up here.
3-yard line.
Same formation, and we're not probably going to see the Trojans deviate much from anything. Combination of speed and power in the backfield. Staff here. They'll just lower the shoulder and fight through. Great job by the Indians up front. Ball's out. Or Indians say it ball's out. Indians say they have it. Forest Park says they have it. Indians have it. They forced the turnover for the second straight drive. Gabe Hamilton comes out of the pile. And the Indians defense forces another one. And give them credit. They are standing tough against that power run game. And it's the second straight drive where the Trojans have just plowed their way into the middle of a pile and the Indians have ripped it out. And now their best starting spot of the game, 44-yard line. 1st and 10, a minute gone almost here in the second. Lewicki. Snap. Takes the teal. Counters back to Lubkert. A loss of yardage there. Indians are going to give up 6 on the play.
For a loss of yards. Ball's back. 49-yard line.
Didn't fool the Trojans on that one. Lewicki. Indians send a receiver each way. Tight end up front with the 3 linemen. Lewicki and Lubkert in the backfield. Fake here. Lewicki under pressure. Pulled it away. Fights forward, and a good job by Lewicki to fight his way back to the original line of scrimmage. It's going to be 3rd and 10 coming up here for the Tribe. Newberry's back on the road for another marathon trip. Next week will be in Osanaga. Gladiators and Indians played a high-scoring shootout last year. And then week 3, team that was in the state finals a year ago, Pickford, the perennial powerhouse, and a brutal starting schedule for the Indians. Lewicki throws it deep, downfield, open, and Lubkert with good coverage.
Going to bring up 4th down.
Bobbled it there, and it's 4th down for the Indians. 43-yard line. Had him open at first. Good close down there. And enough to just disturb Lubkert where he couldn't get a free grab at it. Lewicki's throwing a couple of nice balls downfield. And now the Indians spread it out on 4th and 10. Trojans will match up on the edge. It looks like they're going to bring Hookie here. Hard count. Trojans jump, but they don't come across. Hard count again, and now Newberry will burn a timeout. They tried to cut the distance in half and draw a penalty. 9:30 to go, though. Timeout here. Indians trailing 7-0. 4th down when we come back.
If you need to do something to feel okay to drive, you're not okay to drive. Don't drive buzzed.
All right, here we go. 4th down. Indians and Trojans. It's been a good one so far. 9:30 to go in the second. Forest Park on top, 7-0. Indians go with their base offense here. Lewicki takes the snap. Quick. Trojans get through. Pressure. Lewicki rolls. Throws. That's interference, and there's the flag. An underthrown ball, and Teal was double covered. He adjusted to come back to the football. The Trojans just grabbed him and threw him down. One lonely Trojans fan wants a hold. He's about to be disappointed. It's pass interference on the defense.
On the Trojans.
The Indians get a first down.
Move the ball forward. The ball is going to be spotted on the 28-yard line.
Moves it to the 28-yard line. Indians moving again. Power set for the Indians. What they call Husky. 5 up front, a wing and a back to the strong side, and Lewicki barrels in behind them.
Trojan defensive line. Lewicki picks up about 4 yards on the carry. He's going to be second and 6.
Push. Ball here on a quick snap. Lewicki
Nowhere to go. He's
bottled up.
Bring up 3rd down for the Indians.
It'll be 3rd down. Indians are going to need about 6 here. We go 8:43 here. Lewicki, shotgun. Lewicki rolls to the left. Pressure, back foot throw. Mackey is there with the catch. Levi Mackey at the 5-yard line. We'll spot him short of that at the 6, but it's a 1st and goal. Coming up for the Indians. Give here, Luke Kurt fighting forward, spinning, fighting. He's short of the goal line. Ball's going to be at the 2.
Looks like the ball is spotted right around the 3-yard line. Next ball, Newberry.
Oh, hey. Come for me? Yeah, buddy. Thought you were waving to me. Oh, there you go. Get over here. I like that.
Indians here. And they punch it forward. Touchdown for the Indians. They are on the board and a point away from tying this up. And they are fired up. The Trojans, hands on their hips, they are frustrated.
And Newberry going for 2-point conversion.
Indians will line up to go for 2. Oh, it's really hard to see in the shadows down on that end. I'm going to sweep. Roll out. Kadudi. Always a strong bet.
2-point conversion is good. Bringing your score. Forest Park 7, Newberry 8.
And with 7:17 to go, the Indians now lead the defending state champions 8-7. Another strong drive after they forced a turnover. And the Indians, after Forest Park was gifted a short field and scored on their first drive, back-to-back fumbles. The Indians really, when they have executed, they have been able to move the ball, and a big third down pass to Levi Mackey sets that thing up. 7:17 to go as the Indians booted away. Luke Kurt will tee it up. He'll have 4 to his left, 3 to the right near side.
Back to receive. 4, Trojans. Luke Kurt doing the honors for the Indians.
The run up in the boot. Sent down. And a short cover up. That's what the Indians did on the first kickoff. Forced the fumble on that too. But Forest Park got it off a hop and was able to run it into territory. They get it back, 7:16 to go. Craig Whalen is back out there. Let's see how he's feeling. He'll be up front with, it looks like, DeWitt and Hamilton. Lubkert, Lewicki, Lubkert. So both Luke and Matthew Lubkert on the back end, Teal and Kellogg. Then the secondary, snap, toss. Lewicki's there, funnels it back inside. And Oren DeWitt and Luke Lubkert had him come right into their lap. Great play by the Indians defense, and it's 2nd and 12 coming up.
For the Trojans from 34 yards.
Power football again. Hookie forward. Indians had it beat. Oh, 2, 3, 4. Couldn't get there. Great run by Hookie. And he's got just enough for a first down. Great initial push, but the Indians didn't get it. And then a broken tackle. And Hookie shows why he's one of the very best. Now they tried to bounce it back the other way and stop. Luke Lubkert, like he got launched out of a rocket, breaks through, and another loss on first down for the Trojans.
11 from the Trojans own 47-yard line.
Forest Park trying to slow the pace here a little bit. 5.5 to go. We're getting close to swing time here where the Indians would love to get a stop and another possession before the half. Forest Park wants to make sure this is it before halftime because the Indians will start with the ball in the second half and the flag comes. This is going to be a hold. We could hear Coach Mendoza up here, and this has got to come back. And they look to Coach Klickner. He's got a decision to make. And he's going to back him up. Looking at about a 3rd and 8.
5-yard penalty, repeat, second down. 10-yard penalty, repeat, second down.
So it could have been, you can make them 2nd and forever. You can take the 3rd down, the loss of down there.
As a result,
Make it 3rd and 8.
Second and about
Indians will take the yardage.
Trojans from their own 37-yard line.
Clock running here. They're hanging out up on the hillside. Love this facility. Just takes forever to get here. Snap. Pookie. Going to move it straight forward. Tries to cut it back. Oren DeWitt rips him down. And the Indians fly into the football. 15 Lusk in there as well.
That's going to bring up 3rd down for the Trojans. No
3rd and forever. 21 yards for the Trojans.
Maybe you. It was just on the ground on the floor here. Oh.
First time tonight, the Trojans go spread. 2 receivers to the near side. 1 to the far side. They'll take it deep. Just a straight fade. Teal got to the ground. It's caught. Flag on the play. And I think that was Teal. Oh, the wiki looks like it might be on the Trojan. Offensive pass interference coming from Coach Joe Smithson up here with us, and that'll back the Trojans up again. 3rd down and even longer.
This is going to bring that ball back for the Trojans.
Yes. Well, let's see what they do.
Referees are talking now. Both guys kind of got turned around on that high floating pass. Trojans are coming to run a play. Referees hold them up and say, get back. Coach Klickner's out to the numbers on the far side. I think they're trying to figure out where the spot was. The Indians want it from the line of scrimmage. What is that? So they gained yards on a penalty. The Newberry coaching staff is not happy.
It's got to be.
As a result of the pass interference, that's going to bring up 3rd down from.
So they called it a spot foul, and now a whistle. And Coach Klickner is going to get his explanation here.
Right.
The pass so even without the completed pass and the penalty, the Trojans are set to. They got yards out of this thing. Right now, they've gained 2 yards from their previous spot. And now the referees are talking. Then you commit a penalty every play if you're gaining yards. That can't be right. I don't think anybody. 2 sets of officials conferring with the now. One huddle breaks into another huddle. We're patting each other on the back. Everybody's pointing. It's like the Spider-Man meme. Do you know? They can't flip a coin to make a decision because there's 4 guys. And there we go.
There we go. There we go.
Coach Klickner also a registered official now. Yeah. And a good job by the officials to talk it out, get it right. I think they were confused as to if it was a legal contact or a pass interference.
We're all in.
Yep.
So third down will be repeated.
So it should be third, and my math is not that good.
23-yard line. Going to be third.
Third, and in the next county for the Trojans. They're going to motion a guy out. This is just going to be a little pump and go. Indians with a sack, and they push him back inside the 4-yard line. Logan lost fire into the football.
Hey, we got.
And the Indians are going to get the ball back with time.
15-yard line.
We're gonna have 3 minutes. Okay, and 2 timeouts.
Yep. Indians should have about 3 minutes, 2 timeouts. Coach Smithson's up here with us, communicating down. As Coach Mendoza and Coach Klickner on the headset.
I know.
And the Indians jump. Loss comes across. Mackey moved around.
Markers come out onto the field.
And the confusion by the Indians. They had some room to give.
Offside on the defense. Trojan ball is going to move forward to the 20-yard line. Fourth down.
As they're punting out of the shadows down there. Needs to get a little bit darker so they can turn those lights on for us. Drive here, Indians. Lewicki almost got it. A high punt that checks up at the 40, and the Indians will have 2:59 to go in the half. 2 timeouts. They get the ball to start the third quarter, so they could double up here. The Indians want to, at the very least, head into the locker room with an 8-7 lead, but they're playing with house money. They could get one here. And then if they get one coming out of halftime, they could have a 2-score lead by the time the Trojans take the football back. Starts here with this one under center for the Indians. First time tonight. And it's going to be a little flip. Lubkirk cuts forward, gets as far as he can, and dives forward. It's going to be a short gain.
Lubkirk on the carry, picks up 2 yards, going to bring up second and 8 for the Indians. Ball is spotted on the Trojans, 39-yard line.
Coming up at the half, the season premiere of This Week in High School Sports. From the MHSA, back for another school year. Begins up 8-7, 2:24 to go. Lewicki fakes, rolls, deep ball, has a man. It's Kellogg, and the defender never turned around to defend it. That's a face guarding penalty. And the Indians, who have played almost penalty-free football, a couple of procedurals, but the big ones have gone against the Trojans, and it's an automatic first down for the Indians.
We bring the team forward to the 24-yard line.
24-yard line. Coach Byron Bradley is not a happy camper right now. Led the Trojans to a state title. Put his name up there with some of the legendary men who have guided this program. Helped lead their transition to the 8-man level, where they have been just as dominant as their days in 11-man. Lubkirk outside, breaks a tackle, turns it up, down to the 21-yard line.
Brought down by Canich, alongside
Canich with the hit on Lubkirk. 3rd and 7 coming up. Under 2 to play in the half. Indians up 8-7. And driving, looking to add to it. And the Indians, if they're not going to score, want to make sure they at least get it to halftime. Give here Lewicki. He's strong. Dives across the 20. And the Indians will have 2 plays here still to get a first down. Going to be 3rd and 5. Oh, 3rd and 4 after they move the stick. 1:20 to go in the half. Indians still have 2 timeouts. And Forest Park has a late substitution coming off. They blew the whistle, let the kid come off.
Oh, he's ready. We're ready. Let's roll.
Yep.
No, let's roll. Let's roll.
Yep.
Let's roll.
Yep. The Indians thought it was a timeout. There's an injury substitution. Snap, fake, good protection. Back corner, end zone. Kellogg, touchdown, Indians. 56-7.
Touchdown.
And Kellogg made sure he had that one the whole way. And Caden Kellogg making that move to tight end gets the touchdown catch. 14-7 Indians. 56.7 to go in the first half. And this is a big conversion. They can get the Indians up 9. Lewicki has been on the money, and that was great protection. Kadudi, they fake it and counter back, and Lubkert is going to fight. He's going to reach. He's in across the goal line. And the Indians go up 16-7. 56.7 to go. And it's the Indians taking over in the first half against the defending state champs. We'll step aside, come back. It's on 123 FM, the E.U.P Sports Network.
High-speed fiber internet is here. Say hello to Highline Internet. With lightning-fast speeds and reliable service, Highline keeps you connected to what matters most. Whether it's streaming TV, gaming, or working from home. No contracts or hidden fees here. Our blazing fast internet gives you the ultimate experience with no more buffering or lag. Plus, our friendly local support team is always here to help. Upgrade your internet today with Highline Internet and experience the difference. Visit highlinefast.com to get started.
Indians do the job again, and they lead it now 16-7 as Lubkert will kick them away.
Back to the field for the Trojans.
Running that short kick. Hopper to the second level. Fielded and from behind. A great play by Luke Lubkert. And he lets him know about it. And the Indians just got to hold off the Trojans for 53.9 seconds.
53 seconds remaining in the first half. They're going to begin their offensive drive from their own 36-yard line.
Change them out. We got time.
Lubkert will come on for Mackey. He's got to get off and does, and here come the Trojans.
Ducky, what's Ducky doing?
Snap. Throw. Right over the middle. They just find a short little hitter, and the Trojans will whistle.
Ball's going to move forward.
What do we got here? Timeout Trojans. That'll be their final 1.5, I do believe. Nope. We got one left. Timeout Trojans. It's on 123 FM, the E.U.P Sports Network.
Louisiana Pacific Corporation in Newberry is proud to support the communities we call home and the athletes who inspire us. As Michigan's only manufacturer of LP SmartSide siding and trim, we know the value of teamwork, dedication, and doing the job right. From the first whistle to the final buzzer, we're cheering for every local team, on the field, in the gym, and on the court. Louisiana Pacific Corporation in Newberry, now wishing all our area athletes the very best this season.
Let's go.
Back here in Crystal Falls, the Forest Park Trojans with the ball just shy of midfield. Indians lead at 16-7. Want to thank our sponsors. See them at the bottom of the screen. Bringing you broadcast of this high school football season and volleyball as well. And I'm 123 at that. Deep pass to the corner. Trojans answer. Who says they can't throw the ball? New quarterback? No problem. And the Trojans needed a big answer to get the crowd. And their players fired back up. And that cuts it to 16-13. 20 seconds all it took. And now the Indians will start thinking about trying to race back down the field. They have 2 timeouts remaining. See what the Trojans do here. They've got probably the strongest leg kicker.
And the Trojans
are going to line up the extra point. Rasner. They've still got to be aware of the fake. Rasner might put this one right through the school windows.
Penalty markers came out onto the field.
Flag at the snap. Motion. Good thing he's got a strong leg.
On the offense. It's going to push the ball back a few yards.
I would look out if I am sitting on the hillside over there. He might send this one back all the way up to Republic.
And Rasmus is going to reset up for the extra point.
Indians almost block at Rasner. Could have made that. He almost put that length superior. And the extra point good. 16-14. And now the Indians are up. It's their turn. Ryan Fabry is out on the field, beyond the numbers, talking to the officials. Only about 30 yards wider of the coach's box. Indians are going to play everybody up here. They're prepared for onside. 4 up front, 3 short, and a lonely Logan Teal back deep for the Indians. The run up. Rasner. This one is going to be returned by Teal. They'll start up the middle, and 5 Trojans swarm him at the 20. Indians have 29.8 seconds. 2 timeouts. They can score in a hurry. They scored on their last 2 drives. But they also get the ball coming out of halftime. You may see them take 1, maybe 2 shots, and then if they move the ball, go on the attack. If not, turn around and head into the locker room. They're going to go 2 to the right. Teal and Mackey near side. I believe it's Kellogg far side. They're going to motion Teal. Send him in a wheel route. Pressure. Lewicki rolls. Cuts. Lewicki cuts it back. He lost the ball. And the Indians fall on top of it. Disaster averted there.
Drop the ball, but it looks like
And the Indians, I think, after that scare,
Newberry did recover the ball. So it's going to bring
are headed into the locker room. There goes Coach Smithson.
for the Indians.
7 seconds, and that will be the half.
The 29-yard line.
So the
And that
Indians
concludes the first half.
leading, and Crystal Falls 16-14 at the half. We will step aside. Coming up this week in high school
In
sports,
the volleyball action inside against Kearney, we have the
it is
that. The JV
M123 FM and the E.U.P Sports Network.
When it's time to head to the great outdoors, the Fish and Hunt Shop in Curtis has you covered. As your award-winning Ski-Doo, Sea-Doo, and Can-Am dealer, they're your one-stop shop from the water to the snow trails. Whether it's sales, service, rentals, or accessories, they've got everything you need to make your next trip unforgettable. Visit Fish and Hunt Shop on Main Street in Curtis or online at fishandhuntshop.com. The Fish and Hunt Shop, where your next great adventure begins.
New sports start this school year and some existing sports see changes. I'm John Ross, and this is This Week in High School Sports, powered by the Michigan Achievement Scholarship. Welcome back to another school year and another season of highlighting stories from across the state. This Week in High School Sports runs weekly through the end of the winter sports season. Let's start the new school year with the MHSAA's newest sport, girls field hockey. 36 varsity teams will compete for an MHSAA championship this year. On the very first day of play last Tuesday, Ann Arbor Father Gabriel Richard, Farmington Hills Mercy, Ann Arbor Green Hills, and Grosse Pointe South were all victorious. The regional round for field hockey will start October 8th, and the championship game will be played on October 25th. Boys volleyball is the other new sport getting started this year, and that will begin in the spring. One sport seeing a change is tennis. Both the Lower Peninsula boys in the fall and girls in the spring will have all 4 of their division championships at the Midland Tennis Center. Each division will play over a 2-day period, and all 4 divisions each season will compete over a 2-week period. In the LP for the boys this fall, that means Division 4 plays October 15th and 16th, followed by Division 1 on October 17th and 18th. The following week, Division 2 plays October 22nd and 23rd, with Division 3 wrapping things up on October 24th and 25th. For more on the field hockey and tennis seasons, please go to MHSAA.com. It's time for Game Balls, when we highlight a trio of standout performances from the past week. First, Gaylord senior soccer players Lucas Hella and Matthew Vanderveer, who each scored twice in a 5-4 win over Petoskey, Gaylord's first win over the Northmen since 2019. Montague senior golfer Cadence Fox, she fired a 75 to win medalist honors at the West Michigan Conference Jamboree. That score tied the program record for all-time low round. And a Grand Haven volleyball player, Mallory Vodishek, she recorded her 1,000th career kill in a match during the Lakeshore Classic.
Graduating seniors could qualify for a tuition-free skill certificate or associate degree through the new Community College Guarantee, no matter their GPA or your household income. Or if your child plans to attend a 4-year university or career school, the Michigan Achievement Scholarship Program has them covered. They could get up to $27,500 toward a bachelor's degree or up to $4,000 for career training. Complete the FAFSA to get started at mi.gov/achievement.
Our weekly Be the Referee feature takes a look at the fine art of officiating with registered official Paige Winnie.
Let's talk about a very unlikely but also very fun possibility on the golf course today. Golfer 1 is playing their approach shot first from about 100 yards out. Their shot takes 2 bounces on the green and rolls straight into the hole for an eagle. What a shot! Golfer 2 is next and has a shot from about 80 yards out. Again, after a couple bounces, it's rolling straight for the hole. It rolls into the cup, but because the first ball is still in there, it hops out and comes to a stop about 3 feet away. What's the ruling? It's still an eagle for the first golfer, but the second now has to putt from 3 feet out. There's no penalty, but the ball is to be played as it lies. Hopefully the birdie putt is good.
Thanks, Paige. Now more than ever, we need officials. If you're interested, please go to the MHSAA website now to register. On the football field, the MHSAA 11-player football finals are just a little more than 3 months away. This year, the even divisions, 2, 4, 6, and 8, will play on Friday, November 28th. The odd divisions, 1, 3, 5, and 7, on Sunday, November 30th. All of those games will be at Ford Field in Detroit. It will be a busy 4-day stretch of football in Detroit, with the Lions and Packers on Thanksgiving Day, and Michigan State playing Maryland at Ford Field on Saturday, November 29th. The 8-player finals will be 1 week earlier, on Saturday, November 22nd, at the Superior Dome in Marquette. And for the first time, the 8-player semifinals will be played at neutral sites. Previously, those games were played at the higher-seeded school. Selection Sunday is October 26th, and the playoffs start 5 days later on Friday, October 31st. For more on football or any of the other 7 fall sports, go to MHSAA.com or follow us on X, Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, or YouTube. You've been listening to This Week in High School Sports, powered by the Michigan Student Aid, a production of the MHSAA Network. Thanks for joining us. I'm John Ross, and we'll be back next week.
Stay away.
No, I will find it later.
Not that even know.
That's fair, but I was
They're
like,
all
I
like,
got
yeah,
a
whatever.
football game. You're in the There's only one thing you don't pay for
All right, ladies and gentlemen, get out those 50-50 tickets. Get out your 50-50 tickets. And our drawer for this evening is Elio Sabota. You have your 50-50 tickets out. Those winning numbers are going to be 6.
Have you been inside the Gibson Family Health Clinic this summer?
Right from the front door as you enter, it's a big expanded entrance, easy to find registration. many seats in our waiting area, but you'll see a nice fireplace there, a beverage station, and really quickly taken back into one of our 18 exam rooms to be seen by primary care provider.
That's Helen Newberry Joy CEO Helen Johnson, who says the updates streamline the healthcare process.
You're going to get great care close to home, in and out, ease of access, park closer to the door than you have been previously. You're going to be able to navigate the space really easily, more intuitive, I guess, and you just kind of naturally flow through the space.
And that's just the beginning of the updates and renovations.
We will continue to be making multi-million-dollar investments in that facility so that this hospital and the healthcare we're providing is sustainable into the future.
Helen Newberry Joy Hospital and Healthcare Center.
We're just really doing a lot of nice upgrades in there to make sure we're providing the latest and greatest to our community.
Your health, our passion.
And our winner this evening of the 50-50 is Aaron Willman.
When it's time to head to the great outdoors, the Fish and Hunt Shop in Curtis has you covered. As your award-winning Ski-Doo, Sea-Doo, and Can-Am dealer, they're your one-stop shop from the water to the snow trails. Whether it's sales, service, rentals, or accessories, they've got everything you need to make your next trip unforgettable. Visit Fish and Hunt Shop on Main Street in Curtis or online at fishandhuntshop.com. The Fish and Hunt Shop, where your next great adventure begins.
She's inside watching volleyball.
When it's time to head to the great outdoors, the Fish and Hunt Shop in Curtis has you covered. As your award-winning Ski-Doo, Sea-Doo, and Can-Am dealer, they're your one-stop shop from the water to the snow trails. Whether it's sales, service, rentals, or accessories, they've got everything you need to make your next trip unforgettable. Visit Fish and Hunt Shop on Main Street in Curtis or online at fishandhuntshop.com. The Fish and Hunt Shop, where your next great adventure begins.
High-speed fiber internet is here. Say hello to Highline Internet. With lightning-fast speeds and reliable service, Highline keeps you connected to what matters most. Whether it's streaming TV, gaming, or working from home. No contracts or hidden fees here. Our blazing fast internet gives you the ultimate experience with no more buffering or lag. Plus, our friendly local support team is always here to help. Upgrade your internet today with Highline Internet and experience the difference. Visit highlinefast.com to get started.
If you need to do something to feel okay to drive, you're not okay to drive. Don't drive buzzed.
All right, we are back here in Forest Park, ready to go for second half of the game. Indians down here to our right. They are gearing up for the second half. They'll start with the football. A couple of touchdowns in that first half. Led it 16-7 before a late score. Got the Trojans back within two. Crystal Falls scored on their opening drive. It took just 2 plays for them to figure that out. This should be a good one here as we head into the second half for the Indians. Strong performance, a couple of hiccups in the road, some snaps slowed down their early drives. Defense gave up that one deep pass, but the Indians have looked more than ready for this season opener, where they have done their best to give the defending state champion Trojans everything that they can handle. Indians meet on their sideline. Forest Park getting loose. Steps back in. Their special teams unit already out there. Rasner has booted both kickoff attempts that we've seen deep, one through the end zone. Indians will send their return team out here and we'll be ready to go. Mackey, Whalen, Lusk, and McNamara up front. Caden Kellogg standing along the 40, almost directly in front of us. Lubkert, Lewicki. And the third level, the wings on the diamond. And Teal is deep back. Rasner will kick it off. I do know it is somewhat hard to see. Do apologize. The only way we were able to broadcast here tonight was outside on the bleachers. Thankfully, it is a clear blue sky, beautiful night, the sun setting. Do the best to keep following the action and give you the play-by-play here. High end over end kick for Rasner. Teal threw his hands at the 10, scoops it up, and then has to surrender at the 19. Indians never get it going, and they will take over. 11:55 to go, third quarter, leading 16 to 14. They have moved the ball well.
19-yard line.
Lewicki in the shotgun. Lubkert to his left. And movement up front. Indians point. See what the referees say, and the Indians are backed up. So put them at the 14-yard line. First and 15 coming up. The Indians will just line it up. Late sub coming on for the Trojans. Snap here. Give. Lubkert up the middle. Had an alley. And he gets back to the line of scrimmage. The original line of scrimmage before the penalty. And it'll be second and 10 coming up. Great crowd on the youngsters off behind the Newberry sideline straight across from us on the practice field. Got cars, hilltop, up behind the end zone and the scoreboard. Standing room around. Lewicki, pump fakes, shakes a guy, makes another one miss before being wrapped up. It's going to be a short loss by Garrett Lewicki. One thing the Trojans have done fairly well here in this contest so far is that on plays to the edge, they do not get too deep or over pursue. If they straighten it out, almost like they use the sideline as an extra defender, basically trap you, take out any room. Flow to the football. Lewicki, empty. Looks. Short pass. Mackey tackled, gets up in the face. He's got to be careful. It's going to be fourth down. A tough opening drive for the Indians. Forest Parks changes. They've been running guys in and out on defense, and that's because Dak Suki is currently face down on the sideline, and they're working through some cramps. Indians will line up in their punt formation. Snap. Nice boot there Nobody back for the Trojans. Indians let it roll, and it's scooped up at the 47-yard line. That'll work for the Indians. Defense got to toughen up. Play D here, and the Trojans will come out without E.U.P. And you know, it's going to be a heavy dose of power football. So we got Luke to go, right? Indians will start the second half. 3 men up front will be DeWitt, Lusk, and Hamilton on the far edge. Lubkert in the middle at the linebacker level. That's Luke Lubkert, Matthew Lubkert, Garrett Lewicki. Your outside linebackers, Steele and Kellogg, in coverage. High formation, direct snap. Little block in the back there. Indians, what a hit. Oh, my. Caden Kellogg made him know about it. And there's a Trojan down behind the play. Helmet is off. He's reaching for help. He will meet with Coach Klickner. The trainer for Forest Park is going to come out. We are going to step aside. It's M123 FM.
Attention veterans and their families. The Luce County Veterans Services Office is here to support you with a wide range of services. We assist with VA healthcare eligibility, compensation claims, counseling services, benefit coverage, state and county emergency relief funds, and more. Contact your Luce County Veterans Services Officer, Rick Menard, at 906-293-4890. The Luce County Veterans Services Office, proudly supporting our community's veterans.
Louisiana Pacific Corporation in Newberry is proud to support the communities we call home and the athletes who inspire us. As Michigan's only manufacturer of LP SmartSide siding and trim, we know the value of teamwork, dedication, and doing the job right. From the first whistle to the final buzzer, we're cheering for every local team, on the field, in the gym, and on the court. Louisiana Pacific Corporation in Newberry, now wishing all our area athletes the very best this season.
Have you been inside the Gibson Family Health Clinic this summer?
Right from the front door as you enter, it's a big expanded entrance, easy to find registration. Many seats in our waiting area, but you'll see a nice fireplace there, a beverage station, and really quickly taken back into one of our 18 exam rooms to be seen by primary care provider.
That's Helen Newberry Joy CEO Helen Johnson, who says the updates streamline the healthcare process.
You're going to get great care close to home, in and out, ease of access, park closer to the door than you have been previously. You're going to be able to navigate the space really easily, more intuitive, I guess, and you just kind of naturally flow through the space.
And that's just the beginning of the updates and renovations.
We will continue to be making multi-million-dollar investments in that facility so that this hospital and the healthcare we're providing is sustainable into the future.
Helen Newberry Joy Hospital and Healthcare Center.
We're just really doing a lot of nice upgrades in there to make sure we're providing the latest and greatest to our community.
Your health, our passion.
We are back here in the park where the injured Trojan is being tended to now. The report that we've gotten up here is Coach Smithson's on the coach's headset right next to me tonight here in the top row of the bleachers in Forest Park, is that it's a possible dislocated knee. They are Forest Park teammates assisting EMS getting the board out onto the field. Trainer came out, took a quick look at it. Coach Fabry came out. Mom and Dad are there. Coach Klickner's down in the huddle as well. So you hate to see it, especially in week one of the season. For all the hard work that goes into getting ready, and it's tough to bounce back. And that young man was in a ton of pain after the play, but in good hands here. So we're going to step aside in an injury timeout here in Forest Park. The Indians on top 16-14, 10-10 to go in the third quarter.
If you need to do something to feel okay to drive, you're not okay to drive. Don't drive buzzed.
Have you been inside the Gibson Family Health Clinic this summer?
Right from the front door as you enter, it's a big expanded entrance, easy to find registration. Many seats in our waiting area, but you'll see a nice fireplace there, a beverage station, and really quickly taken back into one of our 18 exam rooms to be seen by primary care provider.
That's Helen Newberry Joy CEO Helen Johnson, who says the updates streamline the healthcare process.
You're going to get great care close to home, in and out, ease of access, park closer to the door than you have been previously. You're going to be able to navigate the space really easily, more intuitive, I guess, and you just kind of naturally flow through the space.
And that's just the beginning of the updates and renovations.
We will continue to be making multi-million-dollar investments in that facility so that this hospital and the healthcare we're providing is sustainable into the future.
Helen Newberry Joy Hospital and Healthcare Center.
We're just really doing a lot of nice upgrades in there to make sure we're providing the latest and greatest to our community.
Your health, our passion.
Attention veterans and their families. The Luce County Veterans Services Office is here to support you with a wide range of services. We assist with VA healthcare eligibility, compensation claims, counseling services, benefit coverage, state and county emergency relief funds, and more. Contact your Luce County Veterans Services Officer, Rick Menard, at 906-293-4890. The Luce County Veterans Services Office, proudly supporting our community's veterans.
High-speed fiber internet is here. Say hello to Highline Internet. With lightning-fast speeds and reliable service, Highline keeps you connected to what matters most. Whether it's streaming TV, gaming, or working from home. No contracts or hidden fees here. Our blazing fast internet gives you the ultimate experience with no more buffering or lag. Plus, our friendly local support team is always here to help. Upgrade your internet today with Highline Internet and experience the difference. Visit highlinefast.com to get started.
When it's time to head to the great outdoors, the Fish and Hunt Shop in Curtis has you covered. As your award-winning Ski-Doo, Sea-Doo, and Can-Am dealer, they're your one-stop shop from the water to the snow trails. Whether it's sales, service, rentals, or accessories, they've got everything you need to make your next trip unforgettable. Visit Fish and Hunt Shop on Main Street in Curtis or online at fishandhuntshop.com. The Fish and Hunt Shop, where your next great adventure begins.
Again, back here in Forest Park, Indians and Trojans, we are in an injury timeout. You can see they've backed the ambulance out onto the Crystal Falls sideline. Both teams are lined up as they are loading up an injured Forest Park player. The reports up here, the top rope of the bleachers from coaches down on the field is that it's a potentially possible dislocated knee. The injured player moving around, but obviously on the top teams awaiting and helping send them off, and thoughts going out to that young man from Forest Park. We have 10-10 to go, third quarter, 16-14, Indians on top as we were in the midst of the early part of this second half with Forest Park just getting back on the attack. It was their first offensive play of this third quarter after forcing the Indians to go 3 and out. So currently in an injury timeout here at the MetLife Field in Forest Park, and we will stay here, but hear from our sponsors, words from the MHSAA again, and break in when we are ready to go back with this contest. Injury timeout as Forest Park has a player being treated for a knee injury down on the field. We will step aside. It's on 123 FM, the E.U.P Sports Network.
Have you been inside the Gibson Family Health Clinic this summer?
Right from the front door as you enter, it's a big expanded entrance, easy to find registration. Many seats in our waiting area, but you'll see a nice fireplace there, a beverage station, and really quickly taken back into one of our 18 exam rooms to be seen by primary care provider.
That's Helen Newberry Joy CEO Helen Johnson, who says the updates streamline the healthcare process.
You're going to get great care close to home, in and out, ease of access, park closer to the door than you have been previously. You're going to be able to navigate the space really easily, more intuitive, I guess, and you just kind of naturally flow through the space.
And that's just the beginning of the updates and renovations.
We will continue to be making multi-million-dollar investments in that facility so that this hospital and the healthcare we're providing is sustainable into the future.
Helen Newberry Joy Hospital and Healthcare Center.
We're just really doing a lot of nice upgrades in there to make sure we're providing the latest and greatest to our community.
Your health, our passion.
New sports start this school year, and some existing sports see changes. I'm John Ross, and this is This Week in High School Sports, powered by the Michigan Achievement Scholarship. Welcome back to another school year and another season of highlighting stories from across the state. This Week in High School Sports runs weekly through the end of the winter sports season. Let's start the new school year with the MHSAA's newest sport, girls field hockey. 36 varsity teams will compete for an MHSAA championship this year. On the very first day of play last Tuesday, Ann Arbor Father Gabriel Richard, Farmington Hills Mercy, Ann Arbor Green Hills, and Grosse Pointe South were all victorious. The regional round for field hockey will start October 8th, and the championship game will be played on October 25th. Boys volleyball is the other new sport getting started this year, and that will begin in the spring. One sport seeing a change is tennis. Both the Lower Peninsula boys in the fall and girls in the spring will have all 4 of their division championships at the Midland Tennis Center. Each division will play over a 2-day period, and all 4 divisions each season will compete over a 2-week period. In the LP for the boys this fall, that means Division 4 plays October 15th and 16th, followed by Division 1 on October 17th and 18th. The following week, Division 2 plays October 22nd and 23rd, with Division 3 wrapping things up on October 24th and 25th. For more on the field hockey and tennis seasons, please go to MHSAA.com. It's time for Game Balls, when we highlight a trio of standout performances from the past week. First, Gaylord senior soccer players Lucas Hella and Matthew Vanderveer, who each scored twice in a 5-4 win over Petoskey, Gaylord's first win over the Northmen since 2019. Montague senior golfer Cadence Fox, she fired a 75 to win medalist honors at the West Michigan Conference Jamboree. That score tied the program record for all-time low round. And a Grand Haven volleyball player, Mallory Vodashek, she recorded her 1,000th career kill in a match during the Lakeshore Classic.
Graduating seniors could qualify for a tuition-free skill certificate or associate degree through the new Community College Guarantee, no matter their GPA or your household income. Or if your child plans to attend a 4-year university or career school, the Michigan Achievement Scholarship Program has them covered. They could get up to $27,500 toward a bachelor's degree or up to $4,000 for career training. Complete the FAFSA to get started at mi.gov/achievement.
Our weekly Be the Referee feature takes a look at the fine art of officiating with registered official Paige Winnie.
Let's talk about a very unlikely but also very fun possibility on the golf course today. Golfer 1 is playing their approach shot first from about 100 yards out. Their shot takes 2 bounces on the green and rolls straight into the hole for an eagle. What a shot! Golfer 2 is next and has a shot from about 80 yards out. Again, after a couple bounces, it's rolling straight for the hole. It rolls into the cup, but because the first ball is still in there, it hops out and comes to a stop about 3 feet away. What's the ruling? It's still an eagle for the first golfer, but the second now has to putt from 3 feet out. There's no penalty, but the ball is to be played as it lies. Hopefully the birdie putt is good.
Thanks, Paige. Now more than ever, we need officials. If you're interested, please go to the MHSAA website now to register. On the football field, the MHSAA 11-player football finals are just a little more than 3 months away. This year, the even divisions, 2, 4, 6, and 8, will play on Friday, November 28th. The odd divisions, 1, 3, 5, and 7, on Sunday, November 30th. All of those games will be at Ford Field in Detroit. It will be a busy 4-day stretch of football in Detroit, with the Lions and Packers on Thanksgiving Day, and Michigan State playing Maryland at Ford Field on Saturday, November 29th. The 8-player finals will be 1 week earlier, on Saturday, November 22nd, at the Superior Dome in Marquette. And for the first time, the 8-player semifinals will be played at neutral sites. Previously, those games were played at the higher-seeded school. Selection Sunday is October 26th, and the playoffs start 5 days later on Friday, October 31st. For more on football or any of the other 7 fall sports, go to MHSAA.com or follow us on X, Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, or YouTube. You've been listening to This Week in High School Sports, powered by the Michigan Student Aid, a production of the MHSAA Network. Thanks for joining us. I'm John Ross, and we'll be back next week.
Have you been inside the Gibson Family Health Clinic this summer?
Right from the front door as you enter, it's a big expanded entrance, easy to find registration. Many seats in our waiting area, but you'll see a nice fireplace there, a beverage station, and really quickly taken back into one of our 18 exam rooms to be seen by primary care provider.
That's Helen Newberry Joy CEO Helen Johnson, who says the updates streamline the healthcare process.
You're going to get great care close to home, in and out, ease of access, park closer to the door than you have been previously. You're going to be able to navigate the space really easily, more intuitive, I guess, and you just kind of naturally flow through the space.
And that's just the beginning of the updates and renovations.
We will continue to be making multi-million-dollar investments in that facility so that this hospital and the healthcare we're providing is sustainable into the future.
Helen Newberry Joy Hospital and Healthcare Center.
We're just really doing a lot of nice upgrades in there to make sure we're providing the latest and greatest to our community.
Your health, our passion.
Attention veterans and their families. The Luce County Veterans Services Office is here to support you with a wide range of services. We assist with VA healthcare eligibility, compensation claims, counseling services, benefit coverage, state and county emergency relief funds, and more. Contact your Luce County Veterans Services Officer, Rick Menard, at 906-293-4890. The Luce County Veterans Services Office, proudly supporting our community's veterans.
All right, we are back here in Forest Park getting ready to come out of an injury delay. Both teams going through a 3-minute kind of warm-up period. It's gotten a bit chilly as the sun's gone down. A breeze has picked up a little bit. The injured Forest Park player, it's pretty serious knee injury, potentially multiple injuries to that. On Forest Park's first play of this third quarter. There's 10-10 to go here in the third. The Indians are on top 16-14, and we'll be ready to go again here in a matter of a few minutes at the Dick Metlack Field here in Forest Park. So referees did talk with both coaches. Young man got a big ovation. Both teams lined up on the field while they were treating the injured player. So the Trojans take back over. Here we go. 10-10 to go, third quarter. Now everybody's got to get re-amped up for a football game. 2nd and 6, ball at the 47 for the Trojans. They'll come forward. They're also dealing with an injury to Dax Huki, but immediately lighting a spark. The Trojans get a big gain on first down. Huki is the player down in the bottom left-hand corner. Your screen getting helped over to the bench. So it's been a tough night for the Trojans. And they've had to reach deep into the well. This is a 9 through 12 varsity program. They do not have a JV. 21 total players. Back in that big one, high snap, bobble. He'll run for his life. Luke Kurt rips him down. And a big loss. Both teams have had some trouble with the snap tonight. What a week one. Indians got down early 7-0, came back with a pair of scores to make it 16-7. Forest Park in the final seconds of the first half hit a big pass. And now they are trying to drive and retake the lead. Ball at the 29-yard line, 2nd and 14. Pressure. Hamilton there. First sack of the season for Gabe Hamilton. Was one of the team leaders last year. Third and long coming here. Indians trying to get a stop. Probably still 2 down territory. You wonder what Brian Fabry is thinking. He's one of the best in the business, but he's had to dig deeper into the deck of cards, I think, than he thought he would, and improvise on the fly here. Double wing with the shotgun. They're just going to plow forward and make it a shorter, easier 4th down, and it's going to be 4th. And looks like down to the 37. First down marker sits at about the 14. I need Coach Dake. I think that's 23. Indians will bring an extra coverage guy in. This is talking with Coach Smithson, and then with the Indians down on the field at halftime. The coach just said that they were taking responsibility for a miscommunication on that long pass. And they have a deep guy back now. Gage Depew is in as an extra defensive back. Deep ball up in the air. Teal plays it perfectly and knocks it down. And the Indians will take over on downs. Gage Depew coming over the top to help. And Newberry gets it back. Both teams with a stop to start this half of play. And the Indians almost right down below us here. I do apologize, trying to refocus as well. Indians come out. Lewicki in the gun. Takes the snap. Lukert up the middle, bounces it back. Room for Lukert. Lukert to the races. Matthew Lukert. 10, 5, touchdown, Indians. A big hitter here in the third. 7:06 to go. And the Indians go up by 8, 22-14. Boy, he can scoop. And that is about as well as you can execute that play. And the Indians go to the house. Indians don't have a bus, but if they did, they could have drove it right through there. Give the big fellas up front the credit on that one. Big 2-point try here for the Tribe. Trying to make it a 2-score game. It's a war of attrition at this point. Roll out. Lewicki, tucks, roll, dives. No, they say out of bounds. Zach putting her hands in the air. Can't believe it.
And that brings your score for
and that keeps it a 1-score game. Newberry 22, Forest Park 14. We'll step aside. It is on 123 FM and the E.U.P. Sports Network.
Have you been inside the Gibson Family Health Clinic this summer?
Right from the front door as you enter, it's a big expanded entrance, easy to find registration. Many seats in our waiting area, but you'll see a nice fireplace there, a beverage station, and really quickly taken back into one of our 18 exam rooms to be seen by primary care provider.
That's Helen Newberry Joy CEO Helen Johnson, who says the updates streamline the healthcare process.
You're going to get great care close to home, in and out, ease of access, park closer to the door than you have been previously. You're going to be able to navigate the space really easily, more intuitive, I guess, and you just kind of naturally flow through the space.
And that's just the beginning of the updates and renovations.
We will continue to be making multi-million-dollar investments in that facility so that this hospital and the healthcare we're providing is sustainable into the future.
Helen Newberry Joy Hospital and Healthcare Center.
We're just really doing a lot of nice upgrades in there to make sure we're providing the latest and greatest to our community.
Your health, our passion.
We are back as Matthew Lukert scoots it down the field. Short return to the second level. Good spot for the Trojans. 45-yard line, 1st and 10. Apologize again about the video. Things get fuzzy. Pretty good crowd on hand. Everybody enjoying their evening here in week number 1 of this high school football season. Give left side. Indians can't bring him down. Nice run. Braisner, who's the kicker, now turned quarterback / running back. He's had a couple of nice ones here. That'll be a first down, or no, say he stepped out of bounds. That'll help the Indians. Gain of 7 makes it 2nd and 3.
2nd and 3 from the Indians. 7-yard line. 7-yard line. Just making sure everybody's listening.
Indians leading. Forest Park, long time in the huddle here. One breakout. Indians keying on something. 6 or 7 guys pointing over. Snap. Straight ahead. Indians are there. Lost Skull over it. And then help on the way. Kellogg flying to the football.
By Kellogg of the Indians, going to bring up third down.
34.
No real lot for being on the carry. Going to bring up 33 and 47.
Indians trying to come up with a big stop here and force another fourth down. 3rd and 3 for the Trojans. 47-yard line, Newberry side of the field, as we are seconds away from the midway point in the third quarter. Straight ahead. Bowling ball style again. Physical smash mouth from the Trojans. I get a new set of downs. Gain of
Kanich on the carry.
about 5. Kanich is a load.
And from the Indians, 43 yards.
Snap forward. Nothing much there. Oh, they push it back. Great job up front by Hamilton and DeWitt. Those are two guys you don't want to meet in the dark alley.
About a 1 yard pick up there, going to bring up 2nd and 9 for the Trojans.
2nd and 9. 5:20 to go, third quarter. Indians on top 22 to 14. One receiver split out. Snap here. Take the draw. Now they're looping a guy around. They pull a couple of blockers. It's just a bootleg run. Indians pursue it well. Sidelines.
39-yard line, 38-yard line. Picked up a few yards in the field. So it's going to be 3rd and 6 from the 38-yard line.
Ready to go here for the Trojans. Trojans, I think, have slowed the pace down in this one. New pieces, new places. They'll go power I. Fake the give, now pull behind and use Dietrich as a lead blocker, and Starr gets to the sideline. Huge play coming up here. It's going to be 4th down and 4 for the Trojans.
More like the 36-yard line, so it's going to be 4th and 3 for the Trojans.
Clock stopped on the run out of bounds. Man, if the Indians can get a stop here, it will be huge. As we are down to the final 16 minutes of change of game time here in Forest Park. Back in that double wing. And a timeout. Oh, and the Trojans are not happy because trailing, you want those.
Timeout.
Timeout here. 4th down coming up for the Trojans when we come back.
Attention veterans and their families. The Luce County Veterans Services Office is here to support you with a wide range of services. We assist with VA healthcare eligibility, compensation claims, counseling services, benefit coverage, state and county emergency relief funds, and more. Contact your Luce County Veterans Services Officer, Rick Menard, at 906-293-4890. The Luce County Veterans Services Office, proudly supporting our community's veterans.
Oh my God!
Fuzzy picture, but doing our best to bring you this one. Dan Hardemuck, M123 FM. Beautiful night at kickoff. It's getting cold in the second half. Trojans pile forward, first down. They get 5 or 6 there. They only needed 3. New set of downs. Forest Park is grinding here after Newberry scored to go up by 8. Indians have led by as much as 9. Trojans need a score and a 2-point try to tie it up. They're starting to move the ball. A little bit of fight, couple of key pieces. And Canich
somewhere near
is a man's man when he's running the football. Gets it down to the 23.
So it's going to be second.
We'll be under 4 to go in the third quarter when we snap this one. Snap here. Give. Up the middle. Canich through to the second level. He just bounces off guy, keeps going. The only thing that's going to slow him down is Grizzly Bear. Another first down for the Trojans. This will be okay now. But as this game gets into the later stages, they are going to have to pick up the pace. They are deeper with a little bit more size than the Indians. Newberry also has some guys who will be fresh to rotate in at the end of this contest. The defending state champs come to the line. Double wing. It's the old Rudyard double bug set. Snap here. Counter back. DeWitt all over it. Slowed down. Resner. And a nice job by Lewicki to fill the lane. Big stop for the Indians. No gain. Good effort by Resner, the kicker. Now turned running back after a couple of injuries for the Trojans. I formation. Rasner at fullback. Fake. They're going to leak him out on a little flat pass. Caught. Indians are there. Lubkert. Lewicki.
Bring up third down for the Trojans. With the ball getting spotted. Yard line.
Short pass. Gain of 4. 3rd and 6 here. Every play at this point pivotal in this contest.
At the 14-yard line with 3 go. And it's on the carry. Brought down by a boost. And then now the ball is started on the line, maybe
4th and 2 now coming up. Working on the feed here. Thank you for sticking with us. Forest Park is trying to do everything they can to not give the Indians the football back. But a stalemate here. 4th and 2. Dietrich straight ahead. You knew it's coming. He got bounced outside, and the Indians come up with the stop.
And down the carry.
Lewicki and Lubkert. Kellogg rallying late. Great push in the middle by Hamilton. And with 51.9 to go, Indians take over 1st and 10. And now the Indians will look to drive, and they'll have 2 goals, grind time, and if they score, even better. And if they do, the Trojans are going to have to try something different if they get the ball back. Great effort by the Indians so far tonight. Low-scoring, physical, 8-man battle. Lubkert up the middle, spins away. He got stood up, but falls forward. And the Indians will only have to run one more play in the quarter.
5 yards on the carry, going to bring up second 5 from the 15-yard.
Indians. 12 seconds on the clock. Lewicki looks back to check. This will be the final play of the quarter. Takes it. Perfect snap. Lubkert with a big lane. Right up the gut. Matthew Lubkert keeps on driving. And the Indians will have a first down to start the fourth quarter. That'll be when we come back here in Forest Park. It's the Indians 22 and the Trojans 14.
When it's time to head to the great outdoors, the Fish and Hunt Shop in Curtis has you covered. As your award-winning Ski-Doo, Sea-Doo, and Can-Am dealer, they're your one-stop shop from the water to the snow trails. Whether it's sales, service, rentals, or accessories, they've got everything you need to make your next trip unforgettable. Visit Fish and Hunt Shop on Main Street in Curtis or online at fishandhuntshop.com. The Fish and Hunt Shop, where your next great adventure begins.
Have you been inside the Gibson Family Health Clinic this summer?
Right from the front door as you enter, it's a big expanded entrance, easy to find registration. Many seats in our waiting area, but you'll see a nice fireplace there, a beverage station, and really quickly taken back into one of our 18 exam rooms to be seen by primary care provider.
That's Helen Newberry Joy CEO Helen Johnson, who says the updates streamline the healthcare process.
You're going to get great care close to home, in and out, ease of access, park closer to the door than you have been previously. You're going to be able to navigate the space really easily, more intuitive, I guess, and you just kind of naturally flow through the space.
And that's just the beginning of the updates and renovations.
We will continue to be making multi-million-dollar investments in that facility so that this hospital and the healthcare we're providing is sustainable into the future.
Helen Newberry Joy Hospital and Healthcare Center.
We're just really doing a lot of nice upgrades in there to make sure we're providing the latest and greatest to our community.
Your health, our passion.
All right, here we go. Indians try a deep ball. Teal over his head, incomplete as the Indians look for the dagger coming out of the quarter. Into the fourth quarter now. Newberry 22 to 14, leading this contest over the defending state champion Crystal Falls Forest Park Trojans. We apologize for the video. That just made it worse. Here we go, Indians looking, snapping, rolling, outside. Lewicki tumbling, steps out of bounds. That'll stop the clock. Should be a first down or close to it for the Indians. And the chains move. There's the signal. 22 to 14. 11:49 to go. Clock stopped. Snap here. Tough run up the left side. Lewicki running hard. He's done it both with his arms and his legs tonight.
Set it.
Another one here. Nice block up front, but the Indians can't spring that one. Trojans buckling down.
Waldo getting in there from the Trojans, breaking it up. Maybe a 1 yard gain on
Waldo with the stop for the Trojans.
From the 46-yard line.
Indians coming to the field. They line up. Directing traffic. Lewicki under center. Straight forward. Tried to go quarterback sneak.
No loss of gain on
Trojans hold strong. And this is a pivotal. Oh, look at that spot. They may measure this one. Initially looked short. They're eyeballing it. And the Indians are backing up. They're going to bring the chains out. Measurement here. Indians all trying to will their way to a first down, signaling. Initially looked short, but the spot gave the Indians a chance, and that is as close as you can be without getting the first down. They even got down to the ground to look at it. 4th and inches. And this is where you grind to win. This is just meat on meat, strength on strength. Lewicki. Indians tighten everything up. Forest Park bringing everybody. And Lewicki got low and pushes forward for the first down. Oh, referee went down. Looks like he's okay, but he just slipped. And now the referees are going to have a conference. I don't know what. Oh my goodness, they respotted the ball. Still a first down.
For the first down. They're going to move the team forward. First and 10.
Forest Park trying everything.
48-yard line.
Asking for a respot. Arguing the knee was down. Indians to the line of scrimmage. Lewicki is in the shotgun. Coach Klickner yells, hold it. Now tells them when to go. Snap. Indians counter back. Lubkirk, second effort. Protects the football into the pile. Indians with a tough push.
In the play. They're both watching.
Ball moving forward to the Trojans. 47-yard line. Going to bring up 5.
Indians checking guys in and out. Making some subs. What a win this would be on the road to open the season against the Trojans. Lubkirk pushes forward. Third down. The spots are getting interesting. We're setting our foot and then putting the ball out in front of it. A yard in between the foot and the spot's going to make it 3rd and 1.
Down and inches.
Another short yardage conversion. Indians got to stop against Crystal Falls on one. They converted one earlier. Lubkirk, enough. Across. Then falls forward. Ball at the 40. 8:41 to go, and there's the ready for play. Ball is spotted. Clock starts to wind. Lewicki so calm, so poised. Talked about it in the pregame show, what his leadership has meant to this team. He is the calming, guiding force. Snap. Lubkert. Edge. Corner. Looks to cut it back. Nice job by Lubkert. Heads up there. They can't push him out of bounds as he cuts back inside. Big gain for Lubkert. Inside the 20. Indians in the red zone. 19-yard line. They'll be under 8. They spot it. They wind it. 8:01 to go. And the Indians. What a win this would be. Lewicki, option to the left. Steered sideways, got the corner, turns it back up. That's going to be a gain of about 8. .7:39, clock to stop as Lewicki gets pushed out of bounds. 2nd and 3 coming up here. Officially, a 7-yard gain for the captain, Lewicki, back in the gun. Gives this one, Lubkert cuts it back. He is bottled up, but keeps fighting and falls forward. Now, this is going to be close to another first down again, and it is a first down for the Indians. Well, the player slow to get up. Helmet came off. He's got to come out. Lubkert took his helmet off. And the Indians will have to make a quick change here. Can't take your helmet off. He took it off to check it. Indians, Trojans, here we go. 1st and goal from the 8. Up the gut. Tough give and a push forward. Luke Lubkert comes in for his brother. Was great running the ball at the JV level last year. Newberry's got backs in this system. Not as big up front, not as deep up front this year, but they can really execute. And the Indians down to the 5. A touchdown would give them a huge boost. They're coming this way. Stretch to the corner. Out of bounds. Tried to find some space for Lewicki. Lewicki is back in the game for the Trojans. Steered that. So they lose yards. 4 in the wrong direction. 3rd and goal. Indians, 6:24 to go. Trying to go up by 2 scores. It's 22-14. Trying to deliver a dagger to the defending 8-player state champions. Snap. Lewicki. He's going to roll. Fires. Indians. Jump ball. Got it away. 4th down. Coming up. Yep. Still got to play. That's only 3rd down. That play does nothing to hurt the Indians.
Bring up 4th and goal for
Indians trying. 6:20 to go. Teal and Mackey to the left. Kellogg alone to the right. Lubkert next to Lewicki, and the Indians will see how they line up. Take a timeout on 4th and goal. We'll take one as well. Indians trying to score when we come back.
Attention veterans and their families. The Luce County Veterans Services Office is here to support you with a wide range of services. We assist with VA healthcare eligibility, compensation claims, counseling services, benefit coverage, state and county emergency relief funds, and more. Contact your Luce County Veterans Services Officer, Rick Menard, at 906-293-4890. The Luce County Veterans Services Office, proudly supporting our community's veterans.
All right, got tech time for the Indians. 4th and goal from the 9, trying to go up 2 scores. Quick screen to Teal. Cuts it in. Teal breaks the tackle. Fights forward. No signal. They're going to spot him short of the goal line. Teal was falling forward, but not close enough. And on 4th and goal, the Indians get to the 1-inch line, but do not score. Teal's knees hit the ground just before the ball. And now the Trojans have 6 minutes and 12 seconds. Both teams 2 timeouts. Indians on top 22-14. Snap. The give. Buki bottled up. Almost got stuck in the end zone, which would be a disaster for Forest Park. Indians fighting tough, and Buki was trying to fight this thing off. He's been battling cramps and injuries. And he gets helped up. Coaches come out onto the field. He's going to have to come get checked out for 1. 5:48 to go. Indians sticking in their base here. Trojans come in tight. Snap. They'll sneak it around with Rasner.
Yeah, that's fine.
Just a quick counter here. 3rd down. Looks like it's about 4.
4 yards on the carry. They bring up 3rd and 4. From the 7-yard line.
Ball to 7. Snap here, straight ahead. Going to be spotted just short, I believe. He's going to need a yard.
Bring it to the 10-yard line, not quite enough for the 1st down. Going to bring up 4th and 1.
Gotta keep an eye on 139. He's been excellent. Kadich. 13. Buki's coming back in. Rasner taking a break. Coach Sabry for the Trojans wants all his biggest cards on the field. Ball game on the line right here. Snap. Give. Nice effort. And Hoopy guts it out, gets 6. 3:52 to go. Clock stopped while they set the chains. Trojans with 2 timeouts. But this pace is not going to do them any favors. They're going to need a big hitter at some point. Right now, are they just setting the Indians up? Indians pursuing. Oh, big hit. Pookie swarmed by 3. Rudy Mendoza, the defensive coordinator, yelling at his guys too high. He felt like they could have got him sooner. 2nd and 6 coming up. 3:15 to go. And counting. 2nd down for the Trojans. They're at their own 20-yard line. A lot of landscape between them and the end zone. Indians trying to hang on to this 8-point lead. They have the only score in the second half. A little toss. Halfback pass. Indians had it covered. Pookie's got to pull it. And he gets hit. It is a 1st down, but the Indians did a great job covering that one. Little toss to Hookie, and then they tried to go back on the weak side to hit somebody on a sneaking away. Indians covered that well, and Coach Fabry's begging for one. One of his mentors, Bill Santilli, is out there. Legendary Forest Park coach. Indians have gone with their 3 linemen, but their linebackers up really tight now. Cut back. Pookie breaks it. Pookie off to the races. That's Pookie. Newkirk trying to run it down. Pookie, touchdown, Trojans. There's an Indian down behind the play, not moving. Pookie is down in the end zone. Newkirk's limping after trying to dive and catch him. And we've got 2 bodies 80 yards apart getting helped up. Mackey is the Newberry player shaken up back at the 30-yard line. And Forest Park with 2:05 to go. 72-yard touchdown run. And now the Trojans will go for 2 to try and tie it up. Pookie is going to get a hero's welcome back to the sideline from the Forest Park faithful and his teammates. 2-point try. Or do they kick it almost every time with Rasner? So we'll have to see what the 2-point strategy is here for the Trojans. Indians, big one here. 22-20. Indians will line it up. Up the middle. Did not get it. Via short. And the Indians make a stand. And now you got to be ready for the onside kick. You have to take care of the football if you go on offense. And the Trojans band is going to try and get fired up and rally. They're defending champions. 22-20. 2:05 to go. Kickoff when we come back.
Attention veterans and their families. The Luce County Veterans Services Office is here to support you with a wide range of services. We assist with VA healthcare eligibility, compensation claims, counseling services, benefit coverage, state and county emergency relief funds, and more. Contact your Luce County Veterans Services Officer, Rick Menard, at 906-293-4890. The Luce County Veterans Services Office, proudly supporting our community's veterans.
The Indians will prepare for the onside kick. Forest Park does have 2 timeouts, so the Indians can't think it's over yet. They have got to take care of some business to get this big upset win. And the first of 2 back-to-back West Coast U.P. trips. They'll be in Ontonagon next week. And they're hoping to go in 1-0. They change it up here. Rasner the kicker. Rasner checks his guys. Comes up. Short kick. Takes a hop. Second level. Indians are on it. Owen McNamara with the cover up.
And Newberry.
2:02 to go. And the Indians are going to make Forest Park use those timeouts. While trying to finish this thing off. Lewicki will lead them to the line. Indians. Free snap. Gives. Luke Kurt outside. Around the corner. Luke Kurt tripped up. Might have saved the touchdown inside the 40. He is knocked out of bounds. Stops the clock.
38-yard line.
And Luke Kurt was a step away from going to the house. Ball at the 38-yard line. Indians coming to the line. Trying to finish the job. Give. Up the gut. Bottled. Nothing doing there. Trojans get the big stop there, and they will use a timeout. One remaining for Forest Park with 150. Forward progress is a loss of 1. Indians, second down. It'll be 2nd and 11 from just inside the 40. Trojans have used their second timeout. Here we go. Trojans out first. Indians following. They go straight to the line. Second down. 150 to go. Give. Woodkirk up the middle. Bottled initially. Second effort. Fights forward. Yep. Then we get a whistle. And that is the final timeout for the Trojans. They're going to try and force the Indians here to either take a chance to put this ball game away. Even if they stop them, the Indians can run then another chunk of time off before a fourth down play. Game will be on the line for the Trojans here. And the Indians, you figure, they're not going to give them the ball back unless they absolutely have to. Maybe 2 down territory if the Indians see if they want to cut this thing down, make the fourth down conversion shorter, divide this 11 yards up twice. Do they want to take a shot here and end it now? Do they want to put it in the hands of their defense, which has been excellent tonight? Lewicki, give, Lubkert cuts it up. Lubkert is going to get 4, and it's going to be 4th and 7. It'll be 4th down and 7. Indians will take as much time as they can. It would shock me if they use a timeout here, run it all the way down, gather their thoughts and think about it. And I think that's what Coach Flicker is going to do here. He is watching the clock, watching the official. Him and Lewicki talking it over. Garrett's just chilling, so calm, so composed. Just another night for him. Timeout Indians, 48.
One remaining.
One of the biggest plays of the season. And we are in the fourth quarter of week 1. One of the biggest plays the past couple of years for the Indians. What a lift this would be. I know some people are going to say, well, the Trojans, this isn't their state championship team. They battled injuries. They lost a lot of talent. But hey, nobody was making excuses when they were coming in and giving it to the Indians on the chin. And this program has turned the page from that difficult year last year, won 2 straight to wrap up the season. And Forest Park is Forest Park. They'll always be a contender. Indians coming out here. If the Indians get this one, it's not because they're going to be lucky, it's because they're going to earn it. Indians go spread. Jet motion, Lube Kurt, whistle, and a flag. And they're going to call motion. Lube Kurt turned that motion upfield just a step too early. So 4th and 8 becomes 4th and 13.
The ball now spotted.
43-yard line, Crystal Falls side of the field. The Indians are changing up personnel here, and they may pin them back. Trojans are out of timeout, so we'll have to go hurry up. And Wiki is on the sideline. The Indians are going to punt. Taking a lot of time. We'll set it up here. Snap. Lube Kurt trying to pin it in the corner.
And the punt goes.
And we'll have to see where they mark it on the fly. 2 officials coming towards each other. And where are they stopping? They're guessing. He's pointing and guessing. And the ball will be spotted at the 25-yard line. 44.2 to go. Trojans out of timeouts, getting the ball back.
Remaining in the game, Forest Park is going to take this field from the 25-yard line, 1st and 10.
Indians changing up personnel. What a dandy in week 1, the opening night of the season, and it's going to be a thriller, and the Trojans are confused. They can't call a timeout. Snap. Back. Looking. Deep ball. Over the middle. Gage DePew with an interception. And he might run it all the way back. Down inside the 15. Dagger for the Indians. A deep ball over the middle. Gage DePew picks it off. Joe Smithson sprints down the stands. And the Indians can kneel on this one. 22 to 20.
From the 16-yard line.
They tried to just go deep up the seam, and DePew read it the whole way. Gage, that was the change. They pulled out Craig Whalen, put Gage in the ball game as a deep safety. They got burnt on that play at the end of the first half. They make the change there. Lewicki will go under center. Forest Park going to let him do his thing. Kneel down. And the Indians will have to run one more with 33 seconds. And Coach Klickner's telling everybody to stay in their place. And Forest Park is going to have to respond to even more adversity. The headlights and the taillights on in the distance as they pile out. And the referees send them back. And the Newberry Indians have come on the road in week one, and they have upset the defending 8-player state champions in Division II. Final score in this one, the Indians 22, Forest Park with the great comeback, but they fall just short. 22-20 is your final here in this one, and both teams will line it up. They will shake hands, and then it'll be the sweet sounds of loyalty for the Indians. Helen Newberry Joy brings you the postgame show when we come back.
Have you been inside the Gibson Family Health Clinic this summer?
Right from the front door as you enter, it's a big expanded entrance, easy to find registration. Many seats in our waiting area, but you'll see a nice fireplace there, a beverage station, and really quickly taken back into one of our 18 exam rooms to be seen by primary care provider.
That's Helen Newberry Joy CEO Helen Johnson, who says the updates streamline the healthcare process.
You're going to get great care close to home, in and out, ease of access, park closer to the door than you have been previously. You're going to be able to navigate the space really easily, more intuitive, I guess, and you just kind of naturally flow through the space.
And that's just the beginning of the updates and renovations.
We will continue to be making multi-million-dollar investments in that facility so that this hospital and the healthcare we're providing is sustainable into the future.
Helen Newberry Joy Hospital and Healthcare Center.
We're just really doing a lot of nice upgrades in there to make sure we're providing the latest and greatest to our community.
Your health, our passion.
Well, the Indians were rushing off the field. Coach Bruce Dake, assistant coach, is reminding them, hey, you got fans who made the trip. Let's go see them. And the celebration is officially on for the Indians. They are going to meet together straight across from us, and they are going to talk this thing over. The black cloud in the air, and the Indians singing loyalty on the field with the state champion Forest Park Trojans. To give Forest Park credit, they had to battle through a ton, and the Indians today brought the fight. And they earned this one here tonight. Final score, 22-20. Helen Newberry Joy Hospital Healthcare Center bringing you the post-game show from Forest Park, where the Indians win it 22-20. Opening drive went 2 plays less than a minute, and the Trojans were on top 7-0 in the blink of an eye, but the Indians settled in. They started to really impose their will. The offense heated up, started taking care of the ball. The defense forcing a couple of turnovers. And all of a sudden, Newberry had a little bit of momentum rolling. They would score back-to-back drives late first into the second. They led it 16-7. And then Forest Park closed the gap, as they would time and time again tonight. When they got down, they responded quickly, hit a big, deep pass, and got a score to cut it to 16-14 at the half. Third quarter was a back-and-forth battle, both teams with some chances, both teams responding. Indians ended up striking first and getting up 22-14. The Trojans on a big run by Dax Huki, who toughed it out tonight to try and lead the Trojans. 72-yard touchdown run got them within 2. And then it just became strength on strength. The Indians tried to run some time. Forest Park made the stand. And after a Newberry punt, Trojans went to the air, knowing with no timeouts they had to move quickly. Engage Depew secures it for the Indians with an interception over the top on a deep ball. And the Indians, 2-7 a year ago, with more questions than answers going into the offseason, and they strapped up their boots and went to work tonight, and they earned this victory. over the defending state champions. What a night it was here in this one. And that's going to make the long trip home more than worth it. Congratulations to the Indians on a big, big victory here in this one as they take it. And what a night it was, and what a night it always is to be a Newberry Indian, but these nights make it that much better. Coach Klickner is taking a minute to stare off into the end zone down to our right. Hanging back as the Indians are singing happy birthday to somebody on the sidelines. It's a really good birthday. And what a fun night it was in this one. When we come back, we'll continue the post-game show with our Pickleman's Total One Stop in Newberry Subway Player of the Game for week number 1 as the Indians go racing off. It's M123 FM and the E.U.P Sports Network.
High-speed fiber internet is here. Say hello to Highline Internet. With lightning-fast speeds and reliable service, Highline keeps you connected to what matters most. Whether it's streaming TV, gaming, or working from home. No contracts or hidden fees here. Our blazing fast internet gives you the ultimate experience with no more buffering or lag. Plus, our friendly local support team is always here to help. Upgrade your internet today with Highline.
Have you been inside the Gibson Family Health Clinic this summer?
Right from the front door as you enter, it's a big expanded entrance, easy to find registration. Many seats in our waiting area, but you'll see a nice fireplace there, a beverage station, and really quickly taken back into one of our 18 exam rooms to be seen by primary care provider.
That's Helen Newberry Joy CEO Helen Johnson, who says the updates streamline the healthcare process.
You're going to get great care close to home, in and out, ease of access, park closer to the door than you have been previously. You're going to be able to navigate the space really easily, more intuitive, I guess, and you just kind of naturally flow through the space.
And that's just the beginning of the updates and renovations.
We will continue to be making multi-million-dollar investments in that facility so that this hospital and the healthcare we're providing is sustainable into the future.
Helen Newberry Joy Hospital and Healthcare Center.
We're just really doing a lot of nice upgrades in there to make sure we're providing the latest and greatest to our community.
Your health, our passion.
Hey, I'm doing the right thing. Pick me up snack.
Attention veterans and their families. The Luce County Veterans Services Office is here to support you with a wide range of services. We assist with VA healthcare eligibility, compensation claims, counseling services, benefit coverage, state and county emergency relief funds, and more. Contact your Luce County Veterans Services Officer, Rick Menard, at 906-293-4890. The Luce County Veterans Services Office, proudly supporting our community's veterans.
All right, we are back here in Forest Park. Dan Hardenbrook, glad to have you along the Helen Newberry Joy Hospital and Healthcare Center post-game show. Indians with the win on the road here at the Dick Betlack Field in Forest Park. Coach Klickner and the coaching staff shaking hands. They're taking pictures with the players, and it's just a great way for them to celebrate this one. Follow our Facebook pages. We're going to go and try and meet Coach Klickner down on the field here in just a little bit, but right now a long trip home, so he's trying to get things packed up and make sure that kids and families are safely on the road. But the Indians win it here 22-20 over Forest Park.